Hi there. It has been not that long since I recorded, but I think this is going into the episode following the one I was just recording, so I think it's been a week for you since you last saw me. It's January, and I am over here on my new property. I was working on marking out the edges of the field I want to plow, where I am extending that other field. I like to do this, just go around the perimeter off camera in case I need to make adjustments, and then it's not so difficult to just fill it in once I am on camera and recording. There's one minor thing here. Well, first, I guess there's two things. I completely forgot when I was selling things earlier today, or in the last episode. I had a bunch of stacks of straw bales in my little shed over there in my main yard. And I had those extra bales from summer when I had all those grain fields. It was way more than I could fit into my hayloft, so I baled them with the intent of selling them over the winter. They've been sitting in the back of my shed. I've been staring at them for months. I totally spaced that I actually intended to sell them. So I got those loaded onto my truck, and I sold them to the animal dealer, all of them. And I think it brought in like $67,000. So that was a nice extra boost. So I think that is the last thing I have to sell aside from the honey, which I will sell in a month or two when the rates are best. The other thing I forgot to mention, last episode, my money was down dramatically at the beginning of episode, and that's partially because between December and January, Eddie called me at the end of December and let me know there was a piece of used equipment that I really wanted, so I bought it. It is a seeder. It's similar to the one that I keep renting that can seed both, or it can both seed and fertilize in one pass. It's also a direct seeder, so I don't have to cultivate first. It's not quite as wide as the one I've been renting. The one I've been renting is like 15 meters, and this one is like 12.5 meters, but it's darn close. And to not have to cultivate also, and to be able to run it with the tractor that I already own, and it was like 60% off, that was kind of a no-brainer. I think I paid like $85,000 for it, so that's where some of the money went last episode. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. That is right now in the shop. Rachel is getting everything tuned up, and I hope to pick it up next month so that I can have it on the farm ready to go in March when I seed something. That assumes I have fields ready to seed. So, I was over here plowing to mark this out. Back to the thing I was just telling you. And I started to hear something. Sound familiar? It's another one of those beacons. On my new property. It is just on my property. My property ends over there on the other side of where I'm plowing. I usually give myself a little extra space, so my property probably ends right around here. So it's just barely inside my property line, but it is. And I want to know what it is. So I got the wheel loader over here. I don't know if I can assume this is another barrel full of money, or if it's something else. The other beacon that I found, I think I was telling you when I found it, I had no idea how long that had been there. And so I gave it to Rachel. She's looking into the parts that were used to make this. She's really good with mechanical stuff, not so experienced with electrical things. I don't know if she's going to be able to figure it out, but I'm hoping she can tell me who manufactured it or how long it was out there. I don't know if we're talking like 5 or 10 years or 200 years. So I really want to know what she has to say. And I guess I will give her this one too if I'm able to recover it. I'm going to do some digging off camera, and I'll let you know what I find when I do. See you soon. Well, I've done some digging, and sure enough, it is another one of those barrels full of money. I don't know who's been leaving them around. I don't know if this is going to have the same amount of money in it as the other one did. I'm going to go ahead and get this the rest of the way out and take it somewhere to have it tallied. And then I guess I will close this hole back up and get on with my plowing. So yeah, I'll let you know. I'll go into a time lapse to finish up the plowing so you can see it on camera, and then later on I'll come back and tell you how much was in here. Although I guess if you pay attention to the money, you'll know when you see me again. I'll catch you soon.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Stop.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. Run away, I don't have to plan it. I can go, change my fate, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay, people I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am, and I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. And I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Okay, well, that is all set. I've plowed that field and I've spread lime on it. I'm driving across this blank space. I really wonder if I should be extending this grass field, doing something else here. It just feels wrong to me to leave it empty. Let me hop out real quick. I need to go back and touch up that spot that I missed. It's hard to know exactly where the lime spreader is spreading when it's trailing you. This feels like wasted space to just leave this sitting here unplowed. This is a not insubstantial amount of space, even up alongside the cow enclosure there. I don't know that I need that much grass. I wonder if I could plant something else here. Maybe another root crop. I don't have the right equipment to harvest it, though. Well, I did talk about getting into grapes or olives. I guess I could do that here, although the equipment is really expensive. Oh, and speaking of that, I think the astute among you will have noticed my bank balance has gone up a lot. That barrel of cash that I found in the field over there, it was $500,000. That is a lot of money, even for me. I spend and make large chunks of money at once, but I don't think I've ever just gotten $500,000. The barrel that I found over there near Old Town, that was like $60,000. That was a nice windfall. That paid for the cow enclosure, the new one for the beef cows, but that's a big difference from $500,000. So at the moment, I have quite a lot of money, and I don't know if I should be buying more land to expand more or buying equipment. I could get into grape or olive farming, I guess. I could buy a bigger tractor that could tow bigger equipment. Now that I've got that field there, that is massive. It's hard to know what the right next step is, so I think I'm not going to do anything with this dirt patch here while I think about what sort of expansion I want to do next. There's no rush, it's January. I've got time. Although, I would like to spread slurry and manure on these fields that I've limed. I don't know if I need to cultivate them first. This is where it would be nice if Lisa was talking to me, because this is the type of question I would totally ask Lisa about. Nelson knows about looking after the cows, but not necessarily how the byproduct is used. Lisa used to do the field work, still does, I guess, over at Ravenwood. So she would have been able to tell me if it's okay to spread slurry and manure on the plowed field and then cultivate it in, or if I should cultivate first. It feels like I should cultivate it in, but I'm wary of driving over the plowed fields too much. I don't know. Again, this is one of those places where being an inexperienced farmer is not ideal. I have an instinct to do something one way, but I may be missing out on important details. Yeah, so I think next I'll try to find out something about whether I should be spreading that now or later. Maybe I can still do it next month. It seems like the ground is not quite going to freeze. It's just going to be cold. In the meantime, I think I will take my little side-by-side up to that property out there near Old Town and start cutting down trees. I don't know what I'm going to do with that property yet, but it's not going to be productive with all those dead trees on it. Maybe I will bring you back in once I'm out there, give you some more details about things I've been up to. We'll see. I also wanted to put another building here for equipment. Maybe I could do that. I was looking at buildings. They're not cheap. That shed. Oh, I don't remember how much this was. $20,000 or $30,000 in materials that Knox and I put together. But like an actual building, which I was thinking about getting next because it would hold more equipment, it's something like $160,000. I was looking into that. I don't know if I want to spend $160,000 on a building. But my equipment's not going to last long if I just keep sitting it out in the rain and sun. Well, I'll have to think about that too. I will grab my side-by-side and my chainsaw. I'm not going to pick up the trees yet. I don't really know how many are there going to be, if any of it's going to be worth salvaging or if it's all just trash. But I'll chop them down and let you know. I don't understand why these saplings... I expect the sapling to stay this small right now. I don't understand why those are so big already. It's only been a few months. I don't know. Hard to say. I'll see you over there in a little bit. Well, here I am out at my property over near Old Town. There is a fair amount of lumber out here. I'm just sort of cutting down as I go. There's that hole. Gotta look out for that, not fall in. I guess I should get some logging equipment out here and try to take this back in to my area over there. I don't know if any of this wood is worth anything. It looks pretty janky. But maybe I can use it to make pallets or something. I don't really know what kind of productions I would need to do that. Yet another thing to look into. This area is just so hilly. I feel I'm going to be hard-pressed to make it productive. But I gotta get these trees off in order to start. Well, that is what I'm working on. And one other thing. Working out here gives me relatively easy access to Old Town. And I've had plenty of time to observe the helicopter patrols. I know when they happen. I know how long it is between patrols. That guy over there was just right on top of me. Now he's going to disappear for a bit. When he disappears, I can make a break for Old Town. And that's what I've been doing. In between looking after the cows and getting the fields ready, I have been making forays from here to there, trying to find any sign of Leo or Phoenix or aliens or why Frontier Security tells me that place is restricted. It shouldn't be. It's just Old Town. I've got to tell you, when I'm over there, it is creepy AF. You have no idea how surreal it is to walk through this bombed out city, rubble everywhere, and sometimes see just a glimpse of something that somehow escaped unscathed, like a sign for a deli or a child's doll laying on the ground amidst the rubble, somehow unharmed. The sound echoes weirdly, and standing here, like looking at it and listening to the wind, this feels empty. But there's still birds, and I can see the city and I can see the green trees. It's enough of a reminder that there's life around still, that it's not quite so bad. But when you're in there are places in there where you can't see the city at all. Or the trees. There are no birds. It's like the whole world is gone. I don't like it. It messes with my head to be there. And there's that feeling like I'm being watched. The hair on the back of my neck stands up. It's awful. Everything is high alert. I'm like listening for the faintest sounds on the edge of hearing. I'll freeze and wait to see any movement. And then I just keep going because I can't not try to find them. I don't know. Well, no. I know it's probably not a wise idea to share this on video because I know Frontier Security watches these videos. Hiya. But I need people to know that I haven't given up. It's been months. I haven't given up. I won't give up. Not until Frontier Security tells me there's a reason to and makes me believe it. Or until I find some sign myself that tells me I should give up. I sure hope going over there doesn't ruin everything I'm trying to do here with the farm and the growing food to help you all out there in the city. I know I'm taking an awful risk on a bunch of different levels with my safety and with my ability to even stay out here. I understand that if Frontier Security is upset about this, there are a lot of different ways they can make me pay a price for it. So I sure hope none of that becomes an issue. And it's probably unwise for me to talk openly about this. But I'm repeating myself now. Leo, if you're out there somewhere and you hear this somehow, I'm not giving up. Frontier Security, when you watch this, unless you give me a reason to, I'm not giving up. I may be banking a little bit on the fact that I've been making these videos for a while now, years, and if I suddenly stop, I think people will start asking questions. So I hope I don't suddenly stop making videos. If I do, either Frontier Security has been unhappy with my exploration, or something over there has been unhappy with my exploration. In any event, I hope someone carries on if I disappear. For all you out there, don't give up. Don't stop looking or asking. Whatever it is you're trying to do, keep going. It might take a while. You might have obstacles in front of you. But whatever you're trying to do, don't give up.